Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today's pick a card is a no contact reading, or a little to no contact reading. We're going to go over what's going on in the connection, what's going on with your person, possibly feelings, thinking, things like that. Anything that you need to know or need to understand that comes up, I will share. So real quick, I want to say thank you to Sarah for donating the Star Tarot to the channel. I'm so excited to use it today. Beautiful deck. And also want to give a big shout out to the recent donations via PayPal and Venmo, as well as the super thanks on the YouTubes that I've gotten recently. You guys are amazing. Gosh, thank you so much. Like from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Okay, all right, so we have 3 piles today. Pile 1, we have the Ascension Tarot with this beautiful amethyst here. And this is the top of the card, the Ascension Tarot for pile 1. Pile 2, we have this beautiful Himalayan quartz cluster that was sent from Nepal by a beautiful viewer. So, and the Star Tarot. So that is the card there. And pile 3, we have a spirit quartz cluster here. Really, really pretty. And the Fountain Tarot. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you find yourself really drawn to 2 piles, that's totally okay. There could just be stuff in each pile for you, something that you needed to understand or know. And always remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make things fit if it doesn't fit right for your situation. A lot of people tune into these, so that's where you have to use your own discernment and your own intuition to know what's right for you. Again, if it pings something in you that doesn't feel right, then that's not your message. Totally cool. Just let it go. All right, so again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I don't know why I'm getting choked up all of a sudden. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Simply click the More button, open the description box, and click on your timestamp in the reading, and it'll take you right to your pile. So I'm going to leave these up for a moment. If you need more time to decide, feel free to pause the screen, take as much time as you need, and I will see you at your pile. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked the beautiful Ascension Tarot, as well as this beautiful piece of amethyst here. So we are going over what is going on in a no contact or little to no contact situation, possibly just not a lot of communication or none at all. So we're going to see what's going on with your person. This is intended to be a love reading. If for some reason you're watching just on somebody else, it's not romantic love, you can still get messages here. Just kind of, you might have to just translate it more for your situation, but totally fine. I know a lot of people comment about like relatives or friends and stuff like that they're watching for, so you might just have to take the romantic aspect out of it, but totally fine to watch that for those circumstances as well. So I'm going to start with just a couple oracle cards just to kind of get some overall energy that's existing in this connection, maybe to help you figure out if this is your pile. If you were drawn to it, there's definitely something that you needed to hear within it, but just wanted to start there. So we do have the card for regret. So there is some regret sitting in this connection, either with your person or with you. Some like, should have done this, could have done this. I don't always love those kinds of things, right? We shouldn't beat ourselves up, but there is a level of regret here, of wishing things were different. We did also have the caution card. So one or both of you guys could have had some walls up in this connection. you know, maybe had been very cautious about forward momentum, or possibly had pulled back and put up walls. So depending on how that fits for your situation, definitely some regret, definitely some walls, possibly even boundaries, but like proceed with caution kind of vibe here. And then we also had this card. It says home. It says belonging, origin, comfort. So within this connection, there's definitely a feeling of home, a feeling of just like knowing of this person, maybe from before, a past life. This is someone that you could have known earlier in this life, but it's just this feeling of just completion when you're with this person. So again, this feeling of home and belonging, and just this, I mean, I think most people understand that concept. Like if someone feels like home, there's just a level of comfort there. So that's kind of, you know, some overall energy, but let's jump into the tarot. We'll be doing more oracle cards as well as channeled messages here as well. So, all right, pile one, no contact. What is going on? What does pile one need to know about this person in a no contact or a little to no contact situation? Okay. I'm feeling the need to knock my cards. I don't normally, so there must be someone watching that knocks their cards. So maybe that's a signifier for you. This is your pile. Pile one. So we have the King of Wands, so some fire signs showing up, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have a lion in this card, but definitely a lot of chemistry. A lot of fire within the connection, and a lot of fire that still burns for this connection, even in a no contact situation. We have death, so there's some transformation, as well as a Scorpio showing up here. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands wanting to come out. All right, let's see. We have the Four of Crystals, which is the Four of Pentacles. We have two coming out together. We have a King of Swords and a Four of Wands, so the 11-11 cards, so possibly some twin flames in this connection. So all the, you know, a lot of signs popping up here with this energy. 10 of Crystals, so 10 of Pentacles. We have a 9 of Swords. 4 of Swords. We have 444 as well. And the Lovers. So overall energy, we have a Knight of Pentacles. So this kind of slow and steady, proceed with caution kind of energy. This person may be in a evaluation state of their life, you know, trying to figure things out, how to move forward, what paths they want to take, but being very slow and maybe a little analytical about it. Possibly trying to work on their material health or financial health, kind of coming up here. I do want to give a nod to Gemini as well. And Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. Okay. So yeah, okay, so we do have the Four of Wands, so I feel the need to point out that twin flame dynamic here for some of you guys. But what is going on with this person? I feel like this person still feels very drawn to you. There is transformation going on in this person's life, but I think it has to do a lot with their material health. I keep getting this just overall message of someone being very concerned about what their bank account looks like, what their 401k, those kind of their retirement. I don't know if maybe some of you guys, this person, your person is in some sort of finance field. But it's very important for them to feel solid and stable in their life. And I have a feeling that comes from not having that growing up. But there is a lot of passion, a lot of draw to you. There is some anxiety around this love, this feeling that they have. I'm getting like this, again, this regret feeling of like, did I mess this up? Did I miss this opportunity? Did I let this go? I know we don't have the Four of Cups here, but we have the other fours. I don't know why I'm getting so many pauses with this. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. This is interesting energy. But this person, okay, so when it comes to this connection, I do want to say this person is thinking a lot about you and the connection, and possibly like sitting in between, like being okay with like the transformations that are going on, or the needing to end things, or the needing to separate, but then also feeling this sadness, this regret, this anxiety about not having this connection, not feeling it, and finding themselves like wanting to move forward with this Knight of Wands, but then not moving forward. So a little bit of hot and cold energy. The Four of Swords is very much an energy of rest, contemplation, not doing much. The Four of Pentacles is this this card of, you know, sometimes can be seen as greedy. Fours are typically like foundations, so someone holding on to their wealth. But what they're holding on to is this loving connection, the soulmate connection, the soul level connection. Again, some of you guys are twins, whatever label fits for you. But there is this like not wanting to let this go. So this person definitely, I don't feel like this connection's over, if that's kind of what you're looking for, but it is very much proceeding with caution, not sure, like this person isn't quite sure what to do. So like I'm sitting here having a hard time like reading this energy, but it is very much a feeling of confusion. There is this level of acceptance of being like, okay, well, this, for whatever reason, this pause, this separation needed to happen. And there's like a feeling of acceptance about that. But then there's also this longing here, this kind of wanting to hold on to it, not wanting to let it go, and worry about, is this over? And can I move forward, or should I not? So I don't know if one or the other person or both of you guys decided that you need time. So it's like running up against this, this kind of feeling of like, I want to do something, but yet I'm trying to be respectful and hold myself back. Because there, again, there's this acceptance that this time, this space, this in-between period is actually really needed, and it's possibly agreed upon between the two of you guys. Or you may have told this person that you need some time, you need some space, but there is a level of acceptance here. So when this person does have these pulls to do something about it, to move forward with this Knight of Wands, they find themselves held back, but they definitely are not ready to let go of this connection with this Four of Pentacles, and the Lovers clarifying that holding on to something feeling here. So, and it's the love, it's the connection, not wanting to give up. We do have some snakes running through a couple of these pictures, so I feel the need to point that out. I just realized, yeah, there's a snake in this Lover's card, and there's some snakes, and my guides were really drawing me in. So I don't know if someone has some snakes out there or has an affinity about snakes. Snakes are typically, you know, sometimes read as like, you know, something lurking, or some, you know, secrets, or, you know, something about to strike. I'm not overall getting that message, but if that kind of fits for you, take it. But this just feels like more like a symbol, or something like a confirmation for somebody. All right, let me pull these like I was going to. So we have guilt here. So this is very reminiscent of this regret card. We have someone, again, holding their head. Someone also could deal with migraines issues. And we have this Eight of Swords, which is very much similar to this card here. So we have this person just feeling guilty, feeling regretful, not wanting to let this go. Again, I don't think that this person is done. So my guides are drawing me into the bottom of this Four of Wands card, where this fire is burning here. And so it's like this message that their fire for you, this passion they have for you, it's definitely not gone. Like it still burns really, really bright, and it's going. And this fire looks like kind of like someone has been tending it. So it's like not like they have let this go. There's actually like someone like stoking the fire. So I don't know if there's, you know, some sort, if you guys are in no communication, if there's looking at social media, kind of keeping like that spark alive, you know, the fireworks alive somehow, possibly rereading old messages, stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of guilt and a lot of regret that this person feels towards you in this connection. Past lives, we did have that feeling of home, that feeling of origin. So you guys could, you know, definitely feeling like a soul level connection here with the Four of Wands and the Lovers. My guides keep drawing me back into this Queen of Cups. So it's like, I want you guys to understand this person did really see what a beautiful heart you have. And it's something that they feel like they've lost. And it causes them a lot of anxiety here and a lot of guilt. And possibly they didn't treat you as well. Possibly they didn't treasure the heart that you had. Maybe they dismissed how beautifully you loved. But it's something that this person does recognize. And they are realizing that, you know, that what you, like, the love that you give, the love that you have, the way that you carry yourself in your heart is a very unique thing. And I don't think that they appreciated it in the midst of it, but they're starting, like, it's unraveling, like, how much they really loved that about you and they missed that about you. With this past lives, this person could be dealing with healing some old, like, ancestral wounds. Again, depending on where you guys are. I know not everybody is on this spiritual journey, and I tend to read that way, but this could also be mirroring, like, both of you guys are dealing with past life. Someone actually might have recently taken a past life regression, either you or them out there, where you've, like, looked into possibly your connection in other lives as well. Slowing down, very Knight of the Knight of Pentacles there. So yeah, this person is taking their time, moving at a tortoise pace, but it's like they're really starting to appreciate. I don't know if this person had a tendency to be a little bit impulsive at times, you know, kind of jump from one thing to another. That might be what's changing in their life, because we do have death clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is that, like, that wealth card, you know, it's the grounding, but Pentacles are also about being grounded. So that's might be another thing that's changing in this person's life. They're going from being kind of impulsive and out there and realizing maybe that hasn't suited them, and really changing and wanting to be a more grounded, stable person in their own lives. And that's also this vibe about them wanting to get their ducks in a row, so to speak, about their future, and thinking about those kind of things, because they may have not. This person may have been a fly by the seat of their pants, a little bit of an adventurer, but they're really slowing down on those aspects of their life. The Rebel. But they still have that rebel vibe. So I'm hearing rebel without a cause. Somebody may have again, very adventurous stuff. I'm getting very Aries vibes here with this, like, impulsive energy. So, you know, they still have it, though. They haven't given up on it. You know, they're still going to want to have adventures, but they are, like, it's almost like they're trying to find this balance in their life between this adventure, all this stuff, but also being grounded and secure, and trying to figure out how that fits in their life. And then we have experiencing. So this person is definitely, you know, just going through life, experiencing things, realizing things. They could be dealing with some karma as well, lessons, realizing some stuff. Again, this guilt that they feel, this regret that they feel, is very strong with this person. You definitely made a mark on them, and they don't want to let that go. I also feel like this person may not fantasize, but, like, almost, you know, when you're out of a relationship and then you kind of only think about the good times. So there might be a level of, like, romanticizing this connection, or being very fixated on the good sides of it, which is great, but, you know, you want to come in with a balanced way. Like, if you guys come back together, you want to make sure, like, it's quote unquote, you're seeing the reality of it, because not everything's always going to be great. And, you know, compromising and working together is going to be what's needed. All right, let's get some, can we get some more insight to how this person is feeling about the viewer? Second chance one to pop back out, making amends, opportunity plans. Like I said, this person is definitely doesn't want to let this go. They definitely realize the error of their ways, and they're, possibly making plans, trying to figure out an opportunity. They want to make amends. They at least want to, if nothing else, have some closure and apologize. And it weighs really heavy on their heart. How things ended doesn't feel right to them. Either what they did or just how it ended. Again, it's not over for them. On the bottom, we do have unconditional. So unconditional love, support, wholehearted. So let's keep going. So what else is going on with their feelings towards the viewer, please? Depth, complexity, awareness, importance. So yeah, this person is really getting deep about the importance of this connection, how much you really meant to them. They're having a lot of awareness. They're waking up to this connection and, how much it really meant to them. Distance, barrier, separation, space. We already, this is a no contact reading, so that's not surprising. For some of you guys, there may be a big physical distance between the two of you guys. But definitely, they're feeling the distance. They're feeling that separation. They're feeling the space between you guys. And that's possibly, what's causing them to feel so that face. That's how they feel when they think about what they've missed out on. All right, how else is this person feeling? There are also some of them, again, I was talking about that acceptance about this space was needed. So there is a level of them knowing that they needed to, again, clean up their act, get their ducks in a row in this space between. So there is a level of acceptance there. We have confessions. Unexpected message, unveiling, justification. And this person definitely wants to clear the air, speak their truth. We have a microphone here. Some of you guys may have a musical connection, or this person, I don't know, I'm hearing about singers and stuff. But anyways, take that as it fits. But this person wants to tell you. They want to make that amends. All right, let's pull it. And then, we have grief, sorrow, and pain. So they're definitely feeling the loss of this connection, the loss of having you in their life. And feeling very sorrowful and some pain surrounding that. All right, I'm going to pull some more from another deck before we get into messages. All right, what else do we need to know about this connection? What's going on with this person? Love triangle, aspects of inner self, insecurity, jealousy, repressed fears. So this card has a couple different things piping in. Some of you guys, there may be a third party situation. But the aspects on this card are talking about inner self, insecurity, jealous, and repressed fears. So this person, it might not have, quote unquote, been an extra person that was causing the issues. It might have been aspects of their inner self about having these insecurities. They could be a very jealous person. They could have repressed fears, or could have had repressed fears, which, kind of mess things up. When readers talk about third-party situations, I know instantly everybody jumps to this, there's somebody else. It's not necessarily what a third-party interference means. It just means there's something that has caused a rift. Again, it could be very much another person, but it also could be our own inner person, our own hangups, our own issues, then situational, family, things like that, just causing a friction in the connection. Breakup, endings, and new beginnings, emotional upheaval, and obstacles. And we already knew that. Is there any information we don't know yet? Because we already know there's a separation and a breakup here. Beautification, reorganizing your life, masking and covering up true feelings. So there may have been, again, this person never fully explaining how they felt. But this kind of goes back to the message where I was they're almost idolizing this situation and really fixated on the really good parts, which again, isn't a bad thing, but they might be, not seeing the reality of this at times. That also could be some of you guys. So, there's nothing wrong with focusing on that, but, you know, make sure you are staying in the reality of what is instead of this what if, you know, could have, should have kind of thing. Because when we get fixated on the fantasies of stuff, and I'm speaking to myself too, when we get fixated on the fantasies of stuff, when we get met with that reality, sometimes it can be harsh. So, you know, I'm very much the eternal optimist, the hopeless romantic, but it is a good skill to also accept things as they are. So there needs to be that level of that as well here. But I feel like they're getting a lot. They have a lot of fun, like, again, reminiscing about the good times. Beautiful painting, creativity, intuition, rebirth, staying in a situation for too long. But okay, so butterfly painting. So with this butterfly coming up, we did have the death card. So there is a level of transformation going on with this person, you know, waking up, rebuilding and having a rebirth. And again, we had the second chance card. So I think this person definitely wants a second chance to come back and confess. Okay, independence. So there's freedom, self-reliance, lacking confidence to make a decision. So, we did have the experiencing card. So, you know, again, like there is a level of acceptance here about, like, I needed to learn certain things in my freedom, in my independence, to really move forward with that. So that's kind of just where your person is. So there is a lot of longing. There is a lot of, you know, sadness, wanting to confess, wanting to have a second chance, but also recognizing that this break was needed for good. All right, let's pull some message cards. This one deck has been popping up in my head the whole time. I can't remember what it's called, but okay. This is Love Notes No Communication Edition. Okay, well, that makes sense. Kept seeing this little purple card with the gold heart. So what does this person want to say? What do they want the viewer to know? I don't know why I let you go. Sorry, my lighting's not so great. Just realized I didn't have my... I don't know if that's going to help at all. I need to have like a big light like installed right above this desk. I have like 3 lights going on. I still never have enough lighting. I do miss talking to you. Sometimes I feel like you want too much from me. I regret walking away. Yeah, that's all over this reading. Sorry, you guys see this up in my head that my hair needs to be washed. Okay, I'm not ready to settle down. We did have this independence card, so this person is still working through things. They still are experiencing things. Maybe this break is for a good reason. Maybe this time apart will help us come back together. Yes, I agree. We belong together. That wanted to pop out. I'm going to switch decks. Seeing another deck in my head. All right, what else? I feel so lost and lonely without you. Our love is timeless. I'm trying to stop looking at your social media. That message came through. You're definitely like, keeping that flame alive. It's like they almost can't help it, but to check things out and kind of keep tabs on you. Will I ever see you again? That's something that they think about and worry about. I dream about our life together. We will be together again. I'm trying to grow spiritually to meet you where you are. So you guys might be at a higher level of growth spiritually or just, you know, otherwise, and they're trying to catch up with you. I wasn't completely honest and I regret that. Again, we had that confession card. There are some truths that they want to speak to you. Being with you feels like home. That was our opening energy. All right, one more before we end this. I'm so lonely without you. We had that twice. So, and then I feel jealous at the thought of you with somebody else. We did have that jealousy card popping up. So pile 1, this is your reading. I hope this gave you some insight to what's going on in your person and in this connection. Don't forget to like or comment, even if it's just an emoji. That really helps me out. Or share this reading with someone that you think would like it. I do appreciate all your guys' support and spending your time here with me. It's a truly honoring situation. And again, thank you to everybody that has made recent donations. It's really helped me, and you guys are amazing. But thank you guys so much for, again, spending your time with me. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this beautiful clear quartz cluster from Nepal. So it's a Himalayan clear quartz cluster, and the Star Tarot. We are going over what is going on in a little no contact or little to no contact situation, what's going on with your person, any information that wants to come through. I'm just going to share whatever my guides give me and whatever the cards say. So it could just be a mixed bag of information, but I will also try to get feelings and thinking about you as well. And we will, at the end of the piles, I will pull channeled messages as well. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to kind of start with some oracle cards here, just to kind of help you see if this is the pile you're supposed to be in. If you were drawn to this pile, there's something in here that you need to understand. But I just wanted to start there, just to kind of give a overall kind of energy of the connection, and then jump into the tarot, and we'll be doing lots more oracle cards as well. So we have commitment. So within this connection, you know, it was probably, you know, I know this is a separation kind of video, but there was a level of commitment, a level of seriousness to this connection. Possibly some of you guys could have been married to this person or engaged, but just a level like this does feel like it was committed or moving towards a committed kind of connection. You guys had gifts. So there's possibly lots of gifts exchanged within this connection. One or both of you guys could have like a love language of, you know, giving gifts or something like that. There could have been like surprise gifts, something like that. Or someone could be actually have a gift that they never got to give this person. Like there's that energy is coming up of like this gift that wants to be given, or if you know your person bought you something, but something happened before you got it, that energy is coming up as well. And then we have expansion, growth, and progress. So there is a level of like growth within this connection. This connection seems to expand. There could have been a lot of growth that's come from the separation, or just from knowing this person. You could have expanded and grown a lot. We do have this spiral shell here that has the Fibonacci sequence. So things growing on top of each other, but also just the way this is spiraled. In this connection, there could be lots of like kind of going around in circles, or this could, you know, be a pattern in this connection where you get together, you fall apart, get together, fall apart kind of thing. Like, so there could be a lot of back and forth, or just around and around with this connection. Like it feels like the never ending story kind of card. So that's kind of the overall energy of what's coming through to start, but let's get into the tarot and see what we got. So again, this is the Star Tarot. I will try to contain my excitement. I'm very excited about this deck. It was donated to the channel by Sarah C. So thank you, Sarah. I love this deck so much. So thank you, Sarah, and thank you for, I've gotten a lot of recent donations via PayPal and Venmo and super thanks on here on YouTube, and that really helps me out, guys. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So I just want to say a special thank you for those of you that have donated that way to the channel. But even just, you know, liking, supporting is very helpful. So thank you, all of you guys. Just being here watching is helpful as well. So don't feel like you have to do anything extra. All right, I just wanted to say thank you to those who have. All right, so let's shuffle again. Pile 2's person. What is going on in this no contact situation, please, for pile 2? We have the Lovers. So definitely soul level connection here. Gemini showing up. Within this connection, there is this feeling of completion between the two of you guys. You know, again, this is soulmate energy, soul level connection energy, whatever label, you know, you want to throw on that. here. It's also about choices with the Lovers. We have the Queen of Wands. So a lot of passion and fire between the two of you guys. Fire signs showing up as well, which are Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We have a Queen of Cups. So a lot of loving, nurturing energy. Well, interesting messages coming through, but I want to continue to keep going before I stop. We have the Judgment card. So definitely a resurrection of this connection. It doesn't feel like it's over. Judgment is about coming back to life. Things coming back. It's an awakening card. It's realizations. But the traditional tarot shows someone, people being risen from the dead. So with a no contact situation, I'm going to read that, very much like a coming back or things aren't over. We got the Ace of Cups. So here, a lot of love. In this connection, a lot of love this person still feels for you. All right, let's clarify the Lovers, please. We have a Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the Tower. We have the Strength card, so Leo showing up. We have the Hermit, the Virgo. How pretty these cards are, sorry. I'm going to try to not do that this whole time because I'm in love with these cards. And the Two of Wands. But the overall energy this person is in is a Four of Swords, which is a card of basically doing nothing. But also, some people just read it as nothingness. But so I don't think there's going to be a lot of action. But this card is about reflection. It's about meditation. It's about really just calming the self and really, figuring out the truth. This card kind of looks like this person's in hibernation. So very like winter kind of vibes going on there. All right. Do I want to start here or do I want to pull more? I think I'm going to start here, guys. Okay. So what is going on with this person? I do want to point out my guides are very much drawing me into this Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands kind of energy here, but it's not on the same level. So there's something about, this person may have put you on a pedestal, may still put you on a pedestal. This person thinks very highly of you. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of love that they feel for you, a lot of passion they feel towards you. And this Ace of Cups being here, that's my I love you card. So I don't know if we have the Tower. So obviously there's been some big disruption in this connection. I really feel like I know somebody out there. I pick up on a lot of energy, but someone was definitely engaged or married to this person. And so this breakdown has been very, very hard. But on them as well. Man, this is such a... Most of these readings, I typically feel like I'm just going over what they're doing in their life and what's going on. This feels like very you-focused. This feels like a lot of, kind of just this person reminiscing. Again, they're in this energy of Four of Swords. So they're thinking, they're contemplating, they're really like evaluating this connection, what has happened, this breakdown. There's also like this feeling of like feeling empty without you. And trying to figure out how to move forward, like having this great love, but also not having this great love. Like, how do you move forward from that? With Strength card and Hermit being here as well, it's this like trying to find the courage to heal themselves. So I know I'm jumping all over, but my guides are giving me so much. I'm trying to make it make sense. So with this Judgment card, I think this person has had a lot of realizations, a lot of this Tower moment could have sparked this off. Okay. I want to finish this thought and then I have to do a one-off, but all right. if they let me. Okay, so yeah, this person has had a massive wake-up call that's really like almost set them forward into this massive healing, this massive introspection. So a lot of times we see the Hermit and we just feel like someone is pulled away, but the Hermit is going within for a purpose, and that's a purpose of self-reflection, that's a purpose of healing, that's a purpose of finding their light again, finding their way in the world. The one-off that I got, somebody possibly had like a near-death experience or a really bad accident, car accident, something like that. I don't want you guys to be worried about your person if you don't know what's going on with them, but this feels like something someone already knows, but that whatever that was really woke this person up to like how they have been living. This wasn't working out for them, or the things that they've done thus far. Or maybe it was you that was somebody was in a car accident that caused, there was some sort of accident that caused this person to like wake up, like being, wait a second, you know? So again, I know that's a one-off, but if that's you, that's your nod for you. I am definitely feeling like it was a car accident, but I don't know if that's a car accident or just an accident. Okay. But there is so much love here. Like, I think that some of you guys might not realize how much this person actually really, like, almost like pines for you, like wants to be able to make the decision, wants to be able to plan towards going towards you. I love this Two of Wands here. Like we have like almost like the Wheel of Fortune here. And this is coming off like they're trying to figure out how to move forward, but it's their love that's driving them forward. But yeah, I keep getting drawn back to this King and Queen. So there could be an age difference between you guys as well, or for some of you guys. But this person just feels like less than you, or they're not at your level. And they are, again, they're trying to find their courage. With Strength being here, they're trying to find their courage to be able to express how they feel, to express their love. I'm going to pull some more Oracle cards. New vision. Again, this feels very, very similar. It's like this wake-up call. This person's really realizing what they want, how much you meant to them, what they want in their life. I feel like someone out there is like, well, I don't think that we'll ever get back together. So this person, you could have catalyzed their change. If you don't see that as a truth for yourself, I feel like someone's very much doubting, and that's okay. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let it fit for you. But there's definitely like a sparking, a realization around this connection, either wanting to get back together, or this connection really inspired them to change who they were, to really look at themselves, to really like have to face themselves and even like their darkest spots, to have that courage to heal themselves, to work forward, to change, and have this new vision on life, new vision on what they want. We did have expansion at the beginning. So again, this person is expanding. Some of them could be going through a spiritual awakening, the dark night of the soul, but it's been catalyzed because of this connection with you. There's a lot of guilt here. There's a lot of guilt for how things are, how things should have been. Thunderbolt, kind of that tower, very tower moment there. But that's what woke them up. Whatever this breakdown is, it doesn't have to be a car accident, but like this breaking apart, this almost like, I want to say almost life and death, but it's like the losing, like either the losing of like being so close to either, or they have lost you, or they have lost something big, or almost lost a life. Something like that has really woken them up. Someone in their life could have passed, and it made them just like realize that, what am I doing? Like, that's how this is coming in. Like, there's just this big like life-changing moment that this person has gone through or is going through. The burden. So this connection definitely, they hold a lot of struggle around this. They do feel heavy by this, but they also understand how important it is. But it's like this guy looks pretty tired and this other guy's like sitting on his shoulders, just like that way. So there's something that it is pulling them forward, but it is, they do realize that this is a heavy task to do. It does feel like a lot. And that might be why this person is, again, kind of sitting in this energy of like trying to figure things out. Some of them may have started meditating recently. The Four of Swords can represent that as well. And then receptivity. So very feminine energy. So they might be sitting back. We have friendliness. They also have a lot of friendly feelings towards you. So this person, again, is more in a state of feminine energy versus like a masculine doing energy. So they're kind of, you know, again, being that receptive state, trying to figure things out, trying to heal, trying to just work within, fix within, those kind of things. I don't know if somebody used to make jokes about romance novels. Because it's like, I'm almost hearing like someone using and I'm not putting romance novels down at all. Like almost using like a cheesy line, like, but it feels like an inside joke. Like, my passion burns so brightly for you, or something. That's how that's coming in, but it's coming in with like a giggle, like a funniness to it. So I don't know if that's an inside joke with someone between you guys. Okay. So I feel like we've gotten a lot of feelings already, but I was using this deck to kind of ask more on that, but let's just see what else comes out. Pile 1, it wasn't very feely in the beginning. A lot of feelings there, but not the way this one is. Okay, so we have secret admirer, suppression, resistance, shyness. So this person, obviously you guys already know each other. Some sort, but so this makes me feel like they are keeping an eye on you. They are trying to hold it back, but they're keeping tabs. They could be looking at your social media, kind of getting information from mutual friends, that kind of thing. Definitely keeping tabs. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. You know, this burden, also for some of them, they could have a lot going in their life that has kept them from this connection too. So the burden could be not just this connection, but it could just be a lot going on in their life. But there is a level that they feel stuck and tied down and kind of captive, even trapped within this connection or trapped within their life. Drifting, slowly parting, disconnecting, detaching. Okay. So they are working through lots of layers of things, lots of levels of stuff here. Spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, unity. We did have the Lovers card, so definitely for a lot of you guys, this is a soul level connection. Take whatever label that you feel like fits for your connection. Okay. They have a lot of deep love for you. Mirror, reflection, shared feelings, you. So there could be a lot of mirroring going on in this connection. So if you find yourself like caught off guard thinking about them, wondering what's going on, they could be doing the same thing. Sometimes there's moments where you should ask yourself, are these really my feelings? And kind of take a step back and see if you're picking up on theirs, if you do feel like you have this deep spiritual connection. All right, let's pull some more cards, some more information going on in this connection about this person. Journey. So there's definitely a soul journey going on. There's a path. I'm also hearing some actual Journey songs could be important, like the band Journey, like Don't Stop Believin'. That's not why I wrote this card, but yeah, there's definitely a journey. There's been a path. This has been going on for a long time. Goes on and on and on. Adventure. So they could be trying to have fun. They also could be thinking, if you guys went on a journey, or if you guys took a road trip or went on an adventure, it could be something they're reminiscing about. We do have a loyalty here. So this person does feel a lot of loyalty to you and about this connection. They also appreciate your loyalty. Ego and key came out together. So this person could be having ego death. They could be working through ego issues. Ego issues could have, you know, kind of separated you guys. We did have the strength card, which the negative side of strength could be like that pride, ego kind of vibe coming in. That Leo energy. Key could be important for some of you guys. I know keys have been popping up in my readings a lot lately. But they also feel like you are like have the like key to their heart. But the ego could be also the key to their undoing or the key to their fixing, you know, letting that go, moving past that. This person is definitely in a depth of healing, figuring things out, growing, expanding. You are amazing, and please don't forget me. So this person definitely doesn't want you to forget them. They feel like you're very amazing. They see your beauty. They see, I mean, we had the queens of wands and cups. So not only, and don't worry about the gender there, but don't worry about, or sorry, not only are you this fiery, passionate, confident, there's so much chemistry. There's also so much love, so much beauty, so much compassion that you hold, and this person holds for you. Okay. Where do I want to go next? I did pull these cards out. I don't know why I was guided to pull these cards out. I didn't use them in pile 1. So let's see. Coffin. I keep getting this weird near-death experience for some of you guys. Maybe a mutual friend passed away. This card can mean endings too, but this is a no contact situation, so this isn't necessarily surprising to me. But there could be some sort of funeral vibe that's associated with you guys. They could have, you know, they could have lost someone that meant a lot to them. I know I was talking about this car accident, which that could just be one person, but overall, a couple of them could have lost someone that was very important, that really has made them wake up to this connection or the truth here. What else from this deck, please? I'm really curious, everything that needed to come out from this deck, because I haven't used this deck forever. I kind of forgot I had it, and my guides reminded me of it before I started this pile. Mature man. So again, I'm getting that, you know, age difference here. I'm also hearing I want to grow old with you. Like this isn't how it was supposed to be. So there's a level, because there's commitments here. This person, it's like realizing that this hasn't gone the way that they wanted it to go. Occupation. This person might, you know, work on, you know, focus on work. We do have child, so I don't know if any of you guys have children with this person. This person could be focusing in on working, but I am looking that someone's sewing stuff. And when I see like someone using a sewing machine and stuff, it's for me, it feels like someone that wants to mend things, wants to fix things, wants to bring things back together. My guides are super drawing me into these books in the background here. So somebody might be a writer or something, or an avid reader. See if I'm getting anything else. I keep getting drawn into this flower on this. I'm not sure. It looks like a yellowy kind of flower. I'm not quite. It might be some sort of rose in this stained glass. There's 5 candles here. There's a number 5 here, which is a number of change. So definitely things changing with this person. I don't know, like, I feel like there's something so important about these cards, and I'm like, hope I'm not missing it. But yeah, and the child here. I don't know if that looks like anything to anyone. This person also could have childhood wounds. You could have childhood wounds, inner child healing kind of stuff going on. I swear I used to have a bed that looked just like that. A little canopy bed when I was a kid. All right. Oh, and then we had change right under there. So, all right. I'm going to pull message cards now. I'm going to use the no communication edition. All right. So what does pile 2's person want to say? What do they want them to know? I don't want to lose your love. I'm afraid I might lose you. I'm really sorry about everything. I'm not ready to settle down. Maybe this break is for a good reason. Maybe the time apart will help us get back together. I do miss talking to you. It's weird, like these 3 cards in a row all came up that were in pile 1. I feel bad for pile 1. There was a mic issue. So if anyone was from pile 1, I'm sorry for the sound. All right. You are my 2 of Cups. You are my soulmate. So there's definitely like that soulmate energy, and this person recognizes it. I wish things were different between us. I'm so lost right now. I am confused. You make my heart skip a beat. I get butterflies whenever we talk. I tried to replace you, then I realized you were replaceable and now you're gone. I wanted to play the field. Now look where that got me. Nowhere. I hate this distance between us. It doesn't feel good. All right, I'm going to use the Soulmate and Separation deck. What else does this person want to say? Pile 2, please. I feel ashamed of how I treated you. You didn't deserve that. So embarrassed. I acted foolish. I don't know how to tell you I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for what you were offering. All those secrets I kept caught up with me each and every last one of them. Okay. I never truly moved on, even though I appear so. Sorry I did not see your value and worth when we were together. Let's see. 1 or 2 more before we end this. This one came flying out. I missed out on something good. The next person you allow into your life is lucky. I was dishonest with you and myself. I lived one big lie, and I miss you more now that we are apart. I still feel your presence, your energy around me. So pile 2, that is your reading. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some insight. If you like this reading, please like, comment, even if it's just an emoji, share this reading with someone. Hopefully subscribe if you haven't already. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me. I do offer personal readings. You can find the information in the description box if you want a more personalized look into your situation. As always, thank you guys so very much for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this beautiful spirit quartz. Look how sparkly it is. Okay, put that one away. And I guess I got a delivery. So if you guys heard my delivery notification, that could mean something to some of you guys. Someone could be a delivery person. I'm not sure. Okay, we are going over what is going on with your person in a no contact or little to no contact situation. I will be looking at this from the perspective of a separation. This is intended to be more of a love reading, but I've had people watch these just for, family members and stuff like that. So that's more than welcome. You might just have to tailor it to fit for how it fits for you. Totally fine. But if you're here for those kind of messages too, that totally rocks. So feel free. But I am going to be interpreting it from more of a romantic love, separation, connection. Just wanted to throw that out there. So we are using the Fountain Tarot. I really love this deck. To start, I'm going to go over some overall energy within the connection. You guys got some extra cards came out with this one. I wasn't picking this many cards, so there might be a level of some extraness to this connection. So you guys had patience. So there's definitely some patience going on in this connection. This also may have tested your patience at times. Actual like hourglasses like this may be important to some of you guys. The number 7. So this could be like 7 months, 7 years, the 7th of the year, the 7th of the month. 7 feels really important. That is the number of the divine. We do have number 44, family. So some of you guys could have family or children, or had planned to have a family with this person. Possibly lost family. Just let's look at this little, little baby hand here that looks kind of like just still universal energy. So take that for how that fits. And then we have self-love. So within this connection, with this in the separation, this could be something you're working on. This could be something they're working on, their own self-love, finding their own importance. The number 27. I don't know why my guides are having me so drawn into the numbers in this pile. So, numbers and synchronicities could be a big thing for you at this time. But this connection has really, really helped both of you guys really grow and really like accept yourself wholeheartedly. Even within the connection, there could be a level of like you guys really sparking self-love, or for some reason that could have been a topic of conversation a lot with the two of you guys. All right, next we had self-worth. So yeah, it says boundaries, pride, and grace. So there could be levels of needing to create some boundaries. Here, someone could be named Grace. Pride could have been an issue within the connection. Peacocks could be important as well. Here with this card. And then we had chaos, confusion, turmoil, falling apart. So within the separation, this doesn't necessarily feel like it went out peacefully. This feels like it went out like with a bang, with a lot of chaos going on, chaotic energy, possibly within the two of you guys. And now all of a sudden I'm seeing the Tasmanian devil, like the cartoon version with the tornado, like, so I don't know if that's means something particular to somebody out there. But yeah, very chaotic energy in this connection. Okay, so that's some of the overall energy. So if that fits, stick around. If you were really drawn, if that doesn't and you're really drawn to this pile, there should be at least something that you needed to understand or hear within this pile. So always trust your intuition there. Okay, so pile 3. Pile 3's person. What is going on with them and the connection? Anything that you guys want me to share? We have a 10 of Swords. So definitely it's been a separation. There's been an ending. I'm going to clarify that, though. I feel like there's a lot more information going on with that. We have a Queen of Pentacles that wanted to come out with the Wheel of Fortune. So this is that self-worth kind of thing. And this feels like with it coming out with the Wheel of Fortune, that this was a big lesson within this connection. I know we had self-love, self-worth here. This is someone who holds their value high. The Queen of Pentacles knows her worth. And with the Wheel of Fortune, that is things, that's destiny, that's karma's lessons, so it just feels like that's a big theme here. And I love all this green. It reminds me of the heart chakra. It's almost like learning the value of how beautiful your heart is. Okay. Ten of Coins. Again, this value, this worth. Justice, so Libra showing up. I'll clarify that before I get too much. We have the Moon, so Pisces. I also like to give a nod to Cancer when the Moon shows up. So cycles going on, things changing, as well as possibly working through fears and illusions. We'll see when we clarify that. All right, let's see. 3 of Wands. Knight of Coin. The Fountain. That's the extra card in this deck. 6 of Coins. I love that we have Justice in the 6 of Coins. So that's wanting to balance things out. That's even reciprocity. strength. So Leo showing up. And overall energy is this 8 of coins. This is working, focusing on working things out, figuring things out. 7 of swords underneath. So possibly some hidden things there as well. So what is going on with your person? There's definitely been some endings, but I don't feel like it's just you. There's a lot of things ending in this person's life. This person is trying to figure out where they want to go next. So possibly ending some old toxic traits, ending, I'm also hearing other connections in their life. With justice showing up here, there could be some legal matters within this connection or within your person or your side, like again, possibly divorces, things finalizing, something to do with the law, the judicial system. Here. But this person is also definitely working on their value, their monetary value, their standings in this life. With the 8 of coins here and all these, like we have 10 of coins, 9 of coins, Queen of coins, like really, really trying to find their grounding, their center point. A similar message did come up in pile 2 about that. I believe it was pile 2. But the person is working on their worth, their value here, really trying to be a wealth of growth here. And you know what? It's been a while since I've used this deck, and now I can't remember what the fountain card means. But I don't know where my thing is. All right, I'm just going to read this intuitively. So the way my guides are showing me is like almost like a well of information, a well of love, a well of stuff, and then the fountain and the top is like the fountain that you see. I don't know, again, I can't recall the exact meaning for this card, but they're just showing me like almost like an abyss underneath this fountain. So there's like so much depth to this person. There's so much depth to this connection. There's so much like value in it, but it's also about what the growth was. I feel like the connection between the two of you guys was about growing, was about expanding. You guys both could be working on your own like material life right now as well. So with the Justice card clarified by the 6 of coins, there is this wanting to be reciprocal. So there could be a part of time within this connection where there wasn't an even give and take, and that's something this person could be realizing. It's like almost karmic justice coming through, where it's like they may have been through other things in their life that made them realize that they weren't giving you everything that you needed. This person is working through some fears. They are trying to find their courage, their strength. This really feels like a personal kind of mission. I will pull more cards to see like feelings towards you, but this person I think is very just focused on being a better version of themselves, but also figuring that out. Like I feel like a lot of things have ended for this person, but they're really trying to even figure out where they're going next. So their main focus again may be this very monetary, physical, normal day-to-day life. That could be where they're focusing on tangible things in their life, growing that, expanding that, getting a better footing in their life. Because they haven't quite figured out if they have some wounds that they need to heal. They aren't quite there. It's like, it feels like that's very deep. And right now they're staying a little on the surface of that growth, but it does pop up. There also could be connection in dreams between the two of you guys with the moon, and you know, your intuition is represented by the moon as well. And this feels like a force though, with the moon and the strength here. It feels like the connection between the two of you guys. Like I'm being very drawn into thinking about how the moon controls all the water on this earth, right? So there's like this gravitational pull between, actually I don't know if it's gravity what pulls the moon, so don't come at me on that. But the way they're showing me is like whatever the pull is, the moon has over the water. That's how much this person feels pulled in this connection. But that has been, you know, gone back and forth. And this chaos that they're showing me, that like feeling like someone caught up in the waves of it. I don't know if you guys have had this oh so lovely experience where you've been at the beach,
didn't see a wave, it knocks you down and you're just tumbling below the water, where there is a moment where you don't know if you're going to be able to come up for air. It's not a fun experience, and when you do, it's just like, but it's a very particular experience, and if you've experienced it, you know what I'm talking about, where it's like you lost your breath. There is a moment of, you freak out, but yet there's a calmness about it too. Like I just have to get to the surface. I just have to breathe again. And that's what they're showing me. It's like being caught up in the waves. So there's something that takes their breath away about this connection, but also not being in the connection takes their breath away. And they just want to find their air again. They just want to get to the surface. They want to get past this. They want to have their strength. They want to move forward. They want to grow beyond this. Man, and they just keep seeing like this abyss below this fountain. I'm gonna have to find the box like when I'm done with this reading to read that, because I totally forgot this card was in here. But my guys just keep showing me like so much depth to this person. So this person may have a tendency to stick to like the shallow end, but yet you know that this person's extremely deep, and maybe your guys' connection, like you might be the only person this person ever got deep with, like allowed you to see that side of them. But now they almost feel like they're drowning a little bit in the waves, like caught up in the chaos and the turbulence of it. All right, let me pull some more cards. What else is going on with this person? Harmony. They are trying to find the harmony. We have 2 dolphins here. You know, we do have justice in the 6 of coins, so that's about balance, which is harmony. This person is wanting to find their harmony. They want to find that calm. They don't like this cycle of being caught. And again, I keep feeling like I'm losing my breath when I look at this moon card. That also could be their fears. You know, traditionally the moon card is about illusions and fears and hidden things, hiding and being afraid to be seen. Like almost staying in the shadows of the moon, but yet the moon is so bright, it's going to illuminate it. You can't hide forever. And finding the strength to really step into their truth, the truth of who they are, and the truth possibly of this connection for a lot of you guys. But wanting there to be harmony, not wanting things to be chaotic anymore. Maybe there was something about your guys' connection where it felt like being caught in the waves, but not necessarily in the best way. You know, so they just want to bring, oh, and I love that it's 2 dolphins. I just realized that. And dolphins jump through the waves. They don't get caught in them, right? So trying to find the harmony in the turbulence of the waves. Aloneness. So this person at times feels very lonely. It's a very hermit card. This is the representation of the hermit card in this deck. So a lot of inner healing, a lot of introspective. It's, again, when they allow themselves to get deep, this person can get very deep. Celebration. So this is the 3 of Cups representation here. So 3 of Cups also means a lot for me. It means like a reunion card, of coming back together, a friendship kind of thing. So there could be a level of that with a lot of them wanting to rekindle this, but I feel like there is a lot of work that needs to be done or is being done in this connection or within this person. Again, we have this 8 of coins as our overall energy, and that's about working diligently. We have the no thingness. So there is a level of a void here. So this person could also be going into their depths and really healing these really deep wounds that they have, but to the point where they feel like they're almost nothing. Suppression. So there is a level of, you know, feeling suppressed in their life, but they do want to trust. They do want to take, you know, jump forward, a leap forward in this, you know, possibly in this connection, but just in their life. This person wants to be more trusting. I'm getting Scorpio vibes all of a sudden, like where someone doesn't necessarily just trust right away. They're very suspicious of things, very guarded. So they may be working through that a lot. And I'm also hearing there's a level of feeling void when it comes to this connection. Like it was so much, and then now it's just like the nothingness of it. All right, I'm going to try to get some more insight to this person's feelings towards you as the viewer. Can we get insights to pile 3's person towards them, please? pretend, mask, exaggeration, bluff. So they could be pretending like it doesn't bother them, that they don't have feelings. Again, hiding in the superficial of things, but your connection is deep. There's a level of pretending here. So if they're putting on an air that they're better off on social media, that might be, not the truth. We have hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. So they are hoping that things do change. Almost making a wish. We have this dandelion here, and expecting and wanting things to change and be different. Spirit, protection, signs, reminders, comfort. So they could be getting signs about you. They could be seeing your name everywhere, your birth date, something like that. Getting lots of synchronicities. You could be as well. Apprehension, guarded, cautious, afraid. This person is working on their trust. They are trying to work through that, but they have some layers of things that they have to get through. And it is very scary for this person to get caught up in that. Farewells, goodbye, finality, closure. So there is a level of them knowing that this separation is important. They have hope that things are going to change, but there's also like a little bit of acceptance about that this possibly could just be over. We do have influence on the bottom, so there could be some third parties. This always feels like friends talking in their ear kind of vibe here. So that could be going on as well. All right, let's pull some more cards. I'm fighting a battle I can't win. Yeah, I just keep getting, I've never ever seen this wave image with the moon before, and I just see someone caught up in the waves. So there is a level, they want this to work out, they want to be in harmony, but yet they feel stuck in this. Whatever this is, for some of them it's an addiction thing, where they're caught up in the cycle with addictions, whatever addictions this may be. And there is like a heaviness to it, and they're not sure if they can make it out. Thoughts, you're heavily in your thoughts, but they do have thoughts of fear. There's fear around this connection, maybe fear that this is farewell, that this is goodbye, that this is just done. Fate, they do feel like this is a fated connection, that they were meant to know you, that you're meant to meet. I remember. So they think about this a lot. And then we have destiny. So yeah, this person, also with this I remember card, kind of like when I wrote it, was like the intention of like, I remember you from somewhere else, or like almost remembering a past life, if you believe in that kind of stuff, like this sense of like knowing you from before. Like I remember you, like I just know you, and there's a level of destiny and fate. So a lot of you guys could have a soul level connection with this person. You guys signed up certain contracts to learn certain things from each other this go around. So it was fated in destiny that you guys did meet. I screwed up. So they recognize that they messed things up. Star. So Aquarius vibes coming in, but also this hope, this wishing for things to be different, wishing that they can trust, that they can. This very much for me also feels like the Fool card. So taking a leap of faith, wanting to be able to have that ability to do that chance. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple more, and then I'm going to do channeled messages for you guys. Is there anything else that we need to know about this person, this connection, anything else going on that needs to come through for pile 3? Thief. So someone could have literally stole something, or also could feel like there's like stealing their heart. But I am looking, so this thief is stealing this guy's pocket watch. So there is a level of like, feels like stolen time. Or like the time was stolen away. So again, I don't know what caused this breakup, but there feels like time was taken away from me. Like I didn't get to do what I meant to do. A pocket watch, like a family heirloom, could be important to this person too. I'm also just getting steampunk vibes, but this whole deck is a little bit like that. Poverty. We did have a lot of this person's working on things. So this person could have come from, you know, meager beginnings, or have lost a lot of things recently. We did have this 10 of Swords, which I was feeling like just, not just the ending of this connection, just a lot of things have fallen through for this person. They don't know which way to go with that 3 of Wands there. So this person could have lost financially a lot, or they feel like they're trying to build back their worth. They're trying to build themselves back up. Others of them could feel like losing you has made them feel, again, at a loss, like they're impoverished from missing this connection. I don't know, like my guides are drawing me into there's a rat here, but I feel like somebody out there has like a joke about a rat or something, or has called this person a rat. I don't know. A thief, a rat, maybe. Adjudication. So we did have this, you know, that vibe. There could be some legal matters going on with this person or within your connection. Marriages, divorces, things like that as well. Possible lawsuits. Somebody could just be in the judicial field or law enforcement. Not all those cards. I'll take that one. We do have courtship here. Has it messed up my whole pile? Okay. So courtship. So this person does want to, it's like they're not over, like they hope that they'll come back, be able to come back in and court you. They could also think a lot about during your courtship times, like the good times, the honeymoon phase that you guys have. We have toil and labor. So a lot of working again going on with this connection. Some of you guys could have met this person at work. I might just be not picking up on that. Yeah, okay. So let's go to message cards. Use my no contact deck. All right, so what does this person want to say? What do they want the viewer? I'll take that one that flipped over. It says, I regret walking away. All right, so what does this person want to say? What do they want the viewer to know? They could say what they wanted to say. I get scared, if I'm being honest with you. Sometimes I think you can be a little controlling, and that pushes me away. I don't deserve you at all. We need to talk about everything. I'm realizing your love was holding me together. You're the one I've been looking for my whole life. This is so hard for me. I'm struggling. My twin flame, my love. True love is hard to find, but I found it with you. Let's pull one more from this deck. I guess 3 more from this deck. I hope you don't find out that I've been watching your social media. We belong together, and I can't stop thinking about you. You're always in my dreams. So this person's having a lot of dreams. That moon aspect too here. All right, let's pull you guys a couple more before I end this. What else does this person want to say? What do they want? Pile 3's person want the viewer to know. I think about you as soon as I open my eyes. I'm not ready to face the truth. I dream about being close to you. You guys could be having dreams about each other too. Here. We'll be together again. I feel so lost and lonely without you. I have always known you're the one for me. I wish I could turn back time. We did have that time thing with that thief, like time, like it wasn't enough time. You look more beautiful than I remember. You'll forever be in my heart. And let's do one more. It's one last thing. I wasn't completely honest, and I regret that. So pile 3, if you enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, even if it's just an emoji, that helps me out. If you want your own personal reading, I'm open to those as well. You can find the information in the description box. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys.